Good morning. Welcome to Court A, Lee Westwood Sports Centre. Just about to have the second match of the day in the last day of the Optegra Championship. We already know who the champions are. They've just been crowned on Court A, Court B, earlier this morning. And we're about to see GBG Knights versus Nottingham Forest. And I'm joined by Lucas Fezer-O'Brien. Morning, Lucas.
Morning, Nick.
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Now, you've got a particular interest in this match. Lucas plays for Man City.
Yes, I do indeed. So we are in a relegation scrap with Nottingham Forest and Hull, who are on Court B, who are facing Villa Rocket Lions.
So I'll allow you to be biased. We know who you want to win.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember how tight it is. Yeah, I think you're on the same points as Forest, aren't you?
Same points, but different goal difference.
So you want a loss and a big loss, just to make sure. And
I can run you through the teams if you'd like.
yeah, we're up and ready, aren't we? So why don't you do that, please?
So for the designated home team, GBG Knights, we have Jack Ewins in net, Kai Shar on the wing, George Holloway on the other wing, with Oscar Smedley in the middle. And on the bench we have Reece Mallet and Troy Willingham. And for the designated home team, in net we have Jack Bothingquet, Ben Rogers in the middle, Finley Cooper on the wing with Gary Meakin, and on the bench, Riley Peasley.
Thank you, and we're underway. Forest playing towards us in their traditional red, and GBG Knights playing away in green. Now, GBG Knights have kind of run riot over a lot of teams, so I think we can expect fairly high scoring from them. Forest struggling in defence throughout the season.
I expected a very attacking, free-flowing GBG Knights.
In a way, I mean, all the pressure's off because they're guaranteed second, but they can't win, so they just may as well have fun. They can't win the championship, that is. So they're promoted definitely to the Premiership. Here we go. Ewins with the goal kick. Shah taking it down the wing. I think, is Shah the coach for GBG Knights?
Yeah, I believe he is player/coach.
Which we're seeing more and more in power chair football.
Because at the end of the day, it's the players. They are starting to understand the game a lot better, I can see.
Well, I might say they're learning to coach because, of course, they always understood the game.
Ooh. Oh.
A kind of well saved there by Ewins.
Nearly an early opening by Nottingham Forest, but great save by Ewins to keep it all even. As Gary Meakin takes this corner kick now.
Now, your Man City's team is very young, relatively, isn't it? So, be a few years before you get some wise heads and a coach in the playing crew, I would have thought. Is this the first or second season in the Nationals for City?
Second season, we've almost doubled our points tally from last season. We finished the previous season with 7 points and currently on 11.
So, and 2 more games to play, so a chance to get to at least 14.
Hopefully.
At least double it. So, GBG Knights starting to put the pressure on. that's a goal against Hull on court B. So that's keeping the teams in the places you want them.
Yeah, perfect for us today.
Now, do you expect, what was it, Gary Neville banned from a Nottingham ground? Do you think you'll get banned from Coventry for your bias?
Maybe.
I'll have a word with Ryan. I think we're definitely allowed bias on the last day of the season.
Hopefully, yeah.
So, GBG Knights, pressure on with a kick and the edge of the box.
If they play their card right, this could be a guaranteed goal. Especially to Kaisha. Great save by Buttonquist.
Smedley to Shah. So Rogers comes out. So first 5 minutes, Forest have held their own. This doesn't look like two teams, one struggling at the bottom, one doing really well at the top. They look fairly even.
They do indeed. I will be honest with you, for Oscar Smedley's first season in the Championship, he has impressed me so much.
I've not seen much of him play live, actually, I have to say. How do you find playing against GBG Knights?
Good shot by Holloway. I'll be honest, I haven't been here when we've played against.
Yeah. Oh, easy goal there. Brilliant, accurate work by GBG Knights. Smedley, who we were just lauding, in the middle, swings it left to Shah. Shah, I'll say with an easy finish. No finish is easy in power chair football, but he made it look easy and finished it off. So 1-0 now to GBG Knights. Thank you.
Smedley with a great assist. Smedley back with it, gives it to Holloway. Holloway with kicking for the Knights. Great ball from Smedley.
Well read by Bosanquet.
Great pass!
Oh!
And that's a goal!
That was so
Unlucky
unlucky,
by
wasn't it?
keeper.
I thought there was just a touch of curl on the ball as well, but didn't quite make it off the post. I mean, the ref called it back anyway. I think it was a kick anyway, wasn't it? It's like, VAR, come on. Smedley taking control here for GBG Knights, isn't he?
Yeah, you would think he's been playing for years.
Now, a couple of seasons ago, GBG Knights ran riot over the Championship and then really struggled in the Premiership. Be interesting to see what happens next season.
I think with teams who get promoted, they need a season just to acclimatise in the Premiership, and then they can hopefully not challenge, but become a permanent team in the Premiership, if you know what I mean.
I do. It's ruthless though. You don't get a season to acclimatise.
I know.
Do you watch the Premiership on YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Can you, I mean, we as commentators would always say it looks faster. Can you see that it looks faster as a player?
Yeah, the ball never goes out. They never really give 2-1 away. It's like a totally different game.
But a game you'd like to play as City slowly climb up the Championship.
One day. small steps at a time.
Yeah. No, I think so. Coming up next weekend is the Premiership final weekend, and then shortly after that, I think the World Club Championship from Paris, which West Brom and Aspire are attending, and then West Brom and Aspire in the cup final, perhaps less than a month away. So there's still a lot of power chair football to be played. And in September, the Euros. Did you, I don't know how old you are, Lucas, would you have watched the Euros in 2019 when England won and beat France?
No, I didn't, but I keep watching it back. Yeah. I think England has.
Oh, Smedley with a chance there, just wasn't sure that came off a Forest player, but it's been given as a goal kick, Forest goal kick.
All these young players going through, like Oscar Smedley, England have a bright future ahead of them.
They do. What we need, though, is we need to beat France in normal time. So I've seen two finals now, England-France in the Euros, where England came from behind and won on penalties. And then England,
Brilliant.
great, classic fast-moving play there across the box. Holloway on the far post to finish off. Smedley again.
He will be a great contention for young player of the season at the end of the season, I believe.
Now, I can't remember, is that voted?
Yeah, voted, I think.
So 2-0 now to GBG Knights, having had a handy 5 minutes where it looked even Stevens. Forest now just getting beaten by the faster pace and the more accurate play from GBG Knights. Just had a substitution, Meakin off and Priestley on for Forest.
But you can tell by every game they play, Forest are getting better.
Yeah, trouble is the season runs out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I've just had the delightful Ros Williams, wife of the chair, Dean, deliver me a coffee. So, shall I just turn my mic off, Lucas, and you take it away for the next 10 minutes?
Okay. So, kicking for GBG Knights here, I believe it was the Rickett for rotation. Unfortunately, couldn't do anything. But Smedley tried to get a shot, but didn't. Holloway splits the keeper and the defender. Nice pinpoint accuracy. Great goal. Great.
Almost a carbon copy of the last goal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So 3-0 to GBG Knights.
Is it still 1-0 or goal B?
No, it's 1-1. Hull potentially sneaking a point. No, I mean not sneaking, but now back to a draw on Court B. Hull versus Villa Rockets Lions. A Luke Brennan goal.
Nearly a carbon copy of all our goals then again. Smedley started the play.
Really accurate. Lovely passing. Ooh.
I just watched this and I aspire to be like this one day. Free-flowing, expansive football.
It's great, isn't it? I almost wondered if Smedley was a bit selfish there, but having already given 3 assists, I think he's allowed a shot, isn't he?
Yeah. You can tell GBG Knights are playing with all the freedom in the world, as they know they've got promoted. However, they can't win the league, unfortunately. But they are playing like champions today. Smedley just couldn't connect to that spirit there, unfortunately.
Huge smile on Kai Shah's face there as the ball goes past him. As you say, they're definitely enjoying it.
Who wouldn't? They've guaranteed their place in Premiership. How many young boys like Oscar Smedley can say they are playing on the top flight of their sport next season?
That's true. So, ref's blown up.
Thank you.
Okay, just sorting out some wiring down here courtside.
Kicking for GBG Knights. You can tell I'm getting more confident than
Well, they're all in the Forest half now. So all 8 players in the Forest half.
which could be the advantage Forest needs, or it could allow them to leak a few more goals through.
Cooper, ooh. No, Ewens has got it covered. Almost a repeat there. Cooper touched the ball, went past one player, but Ewens, the nominated GB Knights keeper, had it covered. Actually, I said, I'm not sure. I can't tell who the nominated keeper is.
Yeah,
Can you?
It's Ewens.
Right, there's a bit too much green in that shirt for my liking. I mean, it's almost this. Oh, it's just a reverse, isn't it, of Smedley's shirt?
I believe the WFA should introduce. They should give the keeper a plastic flag that can just stick on the back of their chair.
Yeah.
Because for the people watching it, they will be struggling to be able to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, enough to. It's a good point. If you're watching the streamings, always from one. I think that was like a 720 from Shah there, and they still didn't get to the ball. But once again, a big smile on his face. And yeah, so if you're watching GBG Knights now, currently playing away from, fabulous, playing away from the camera, you can't tell who the keeper is, can you?
No.
Whereas you can see Forest, the keeper, in very definitely a different kit. Big hit there, given against Rogers.
Forest are starting to get a bit frustrated.
Yeah. Out for a free kick. Off Rogers. Holloway hitting the ball. Comes in off Rogers, so it's a kick in. Smedley on the ball.
Smedley gonna take this now. His passing has been accurate all game. Got the ball now for the Knights.
So just got 2.5 minutes left. 3-0 to GBG Knights. How would you summarise this half, Lucas? Oh, 4-0 to GBG Knights.
They like splitting that gap in the middle of the keeper and the defender. And back to your question, how would I summarise the half? Nottingham Forest has had their chances. They played well. thinking about it. GBG nights that do have a high goal difference, so just to concede 4, it's good for their goal difference.
Smedley just slightly miscued in the middle there, didn't get the ball wide to Shah as he'd hoped. Rogers pounces, drives forward, but Smedley's caught him. Bad news from Court B. Do you want to know?
Whole lot East Yorkshire has it.
So I think we thought it was 1-1. I think maybe the previous goal was disallowed. This is definitely a goal for Hull though, so that's 1-1 unless they're about to correct it. I'm looking over at the other commentators' notes.
Teesside Steel will be smiling as Villa Rocket Lions and Teesside Steel are in a race for the playoffs. Great shot by Smedley, just couldn't get accurate enough.
Big hit by Smedley.
Six different goal difference. GBG at nights have
Wow, over 20 games, so that's 3 a game on average.
the highest in the league.
That shows you how potent their strike force is, doesn't it?
Yep.
So clock now at 0. It's 4-0. It's with the ref checking the watch. Back with Smedley. Great ball from Smedley across the court. Just slightly wrong angle for Shah to get a good hit on it. Again, just past Shah. Just only inches either the wrong side of the chair there. Shows you how variations in accuracy can affect things, and that's it. Half time. Any last thoughts before we have a break, Lucas?
A bit unfortunate by Nottingham Forest. The scoreline, they deserve a goal, I think.
Right, just 1 though, not 5.
No, 1.
All right, we'll join you in the second half to see how this pans out. Thank you, Lucas.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the second half. GBG Knights versus Nottingham Forest. Court A, last day of the Optegra Championship. Nick Woodward speaking, joined by Lucas Fezer O'Brien. Hello, Lucas.
Hello. Only two changes in the first half. Reece Mallon has replaced the player coach Kaisha, and Troy Willingham has replaced Jack Ewins, hoping to capitalise and gain more goals. Whereas Nottingham Forest will be trying to protect their goal difference.
Oh, great hit from Mallet.
Oh,
wow.
Gorgeous.
Wasn't it? I mean, just watching that, the speed they're hitting the ball there, in its own right brings advantages, doesn't it? Because it came off Priestley's chair, but it came off with power, and that was what allowed to have Mallet kind of have his go at it and send it across to Holloway. Holloway, I think, now on his fourth goal. Mallet, a very experienced player. He's played a long time for Muscle Warriors.
Yeah, that is his fourth goal of the game.
I'm just going to see if I can find any stats on...
George Holloway is the most potent attacker in the championship.
That's what I was going to ask.
He has the top goal scorer with 26 goals.
That's pretty good going. And he's a long way ahead, isn't he? He's 7 ahead of Oscar Mulgrew, who's got 19. So unless there's a goal fest, it's not out to the question.
His coach is in fourth place with 15 goals.
Oh yeah, that's not bad, is it?
No. And I'm down on the bottom with 0.
Oh. Any assists?
A couple. Can I go? Because
You got a match?
I've only just realised.
I did wonder. All right, so we'll say bye to Lucas there. He's got a match coming up. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. 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 Yes. Sorry, I just had to switch the several switches there to get a single commentator on. So Lucas has had to head off because he's playing next. I did think he was a bit cool, calm and collected. Normally commentators won't do a match before their match is due up. Shows how much he enjoys talking about power chair football. Now it's 5-0 currently to GBG Knights against Nottingham Forest, and we're talking about top goal scorers. George Holloway is the top goal scorer in the championship. He's just got 4 here today as well. And the top assister is Oscar Smedley, who plays centre for GBG Knights. Kind of reinforces the potency of that attack. And GBG Knights have 3 of the top 5 assisters. So, very creative team all round. But despite that, Muscle Warriors are now confirmed champions of the championship, 24-25. Earlier on this morning, first kick-off, they won their game to make it impossible for Knights to catch them. But both Knights and Warriors confirmed as promoted. So this game, as it were, is for fun. But a very important game. Forest with 2 games left to try and move out of the relegation zone with a chance to kind of go ahead of City. It's looking impossible to get any points out of this game. It's currently 5-0 against Forest. And Forest's next match is against Sale United, where possibly even just a point will be enough. Depends how City's games play out. Of importance to this game and to City as well, Hull are playing on Court B. I can't quite... they're now 2-1 down on, so all the teams at the bottom kind of not taking points from their first matches at the moment. But back to the game on Court A. Got GBG Knights playing towards us. Willicombe in goal, Smedley in the middle, Mallet on their left, right as we're looking at the screen. Holloway on the left, and Forest, Bosanquet in goal, Priestley on the left, Rogers in the middle, and Cooper on the right. So far GBG Knights have been showing us their goal scoring prowess and creativity. I think 4 assists from Smedley, 1 from Mallet, 4 goals from Holloway, and a goal from Kai Shah. Ooh. Big cross-court pass from Rogers there. Cooper hitting the ball to his near post. Well defended though, and it ended up coming off Cooper. So it's a goal kick to GBG. Smedley and Shah. Shah's come on for Holloway, so Knights now Willicombe, Smedley, Shah and Mallet. Rogers easily seen away by Smedley. Now Smedley putting pressure on Rogers, heading backwards towards his own goal. Turns it out for a kick in. Looks frustrated with himself. Oh, that was good enough defence. Perhaps having lost it earlier was the concern for him. Now the pressure back on Forest. Mallet goes for goal. Team of Forest are well read it. Rogers under pressure in his own box, trying to get it away, but Mallet's moved in on him. Smedley for the kick in for GBG. Expect this to go past Mallet to Shah. Shah tries to get it back to Smedley, but Forest pushing the ball out for a kick in. Smedley to Shah. Shah. Pace came off the ball there. Easy save by Bosanquet. Smedley going to take the kick in for GBG. Shah in the centre has a go for goal. Easily seen away by Rogers. Looked like it was going out. Well rescued by Cooper. But Smedley very quickly is onto the ball. Going to get caught on a 2-on-1 here. Cooper turns, but Smedley gets the ball now between Bosanquet and Rogers. They're trying to keep Smedley out of the goal. He's just trying to rip it off Bosanquet's bumper. Back to Shah from here, you'd expect. He's trying to draw Rogers away. He's done that. Ooh, well done, Rogers. Good defending there. Not sure if he knew the risk he was taking there, Rogers, as he came out, being lured out by Smedley, because Smedley could then kind of hit the ball into the pivot position, and Rogers would have released space in the goal. But he was completely committed to the move, Rogers, and made sure the ball went out for a throw-in and eventually back with Forrest now. Rogers just been subbed off, Meekin on. So Forrest, oh my goodness, a miscue and it's gone in. That was a bit unfortunate. So a goal to Shah, not sure he meant it. Now 6-0. 6-0 to GBG Knights. So no way back to points here for Forest. So can they just reduce their goal difference a little at the bottom of the table? So pretty sure the table's live as in play now. Forest on -38, Manchester City yet to play on -30. So it's still possible. It's not out of bounds that some big losses for City could end up putting them below Nottingham Forest on goal difference. So it's still important for Forest to lock it up here if they can. At the end of this game, Hull will definitely be safe from automatic relegation, but it's mathematically possible they'll end up in the playoff position if City win both their games, Man City win both their games. So at this point, Forest needing to concentrate. They're not going to get the points, but can they just keep the ball out their net? So Smedley going to take the corner for GBG Knights. I think, is there an issue with the kit? I'm just trying to figure out. A lot of gesticulation from the Forest coach, maybe just tactical. To Shah with a... Oh, Meekin just maybe 3 inches away from the post, and as a result, when he nudged his chair forward, Smedley just put the ball in to the gap. 7-0 now to GBG Knights. First goal for Smedley, although he's been involved in almost all the goals to this point. (7-0) to GBG Knights. As I said before, it's really vital that Forest try and lock it up here. Just keep the ball away from the goal. So Man City will be up next. They're playing Sale and Bournemouth. Sale with a kind of good points tally, 32 points in 6th place, averaging half a goal a game goal difference. Bournemouth, very poor record, unfortunately. So City have got to be hoping for a kind of low goal difference, even if they get beaten for low goal difference in those games. Now Forest moved into -10 on goal difference behind City, so they're 10 worse off than City. So quite a big chink there. That's going to take some going from Sale, and Bournemouth letting in on average 4 goals a game. Sale with an average goal difference of half a goal. So to get a 10-goal swing in the next 2 games would seem very unlikely for City. So this heavy defeat to GBG, possibly the last straw in Forest's hopes of staying out of the relegation zone. GBG not going to give away anything here, going to keep the pressure up. As we said in the first half, this is a game for fun for them. They're guaranteed promotion. They can't win the championship. They can't finish third. Their second is absolutely guaranteed. So it doesn't matter what happens. So Holloway is back on and Shah off for GBG. Forest with Bosanquet, Meakin, Priestley and Cooper. Holloway back to Mallet for GBG, back to Holloway. Ooh, just killed the speed on the ball there. Holloway misdirected it, so it's gone to Meakin, who's now trying to drive up court for Forest. Smedley knocks it away to give it back to Priestley for Forest. Priestley. Ooh, big hit by Meakin, but came off Holloway. Broke out to Cooper, but wasn't able to do anything with it. Now between Holloway and Meakin. Holloway driving forward. He's got to give it to Mallet here, I think. Just a note, he's trying to take it round Bosanquet. He's done well. But Holloway driving into the post, or towards the post, sorry. Ball's gone out. Goal kick. So goal kick to Forest. The sub about to happen. Willicombe off, Ewins on, I think. Yeah, so Willicombe was the nominated keeper. Back to Ewins as a nominated keeper, so GBG now Ewins, Smedley, Mallet and Holloway. 90 seconds left. Points are in, no doubt. Just can Forest sneak a goal back. Oh, they don't want to let another one in. Miscue by Mallet. As Meakin doesn't get to the ball but disrupts play. Just come off the back of his chair. A kick in to GBG. Smedley on the ball. Big hit, looking for Mallet to touch it across to Holloway. Doesn't quite happen. Goal kick must be into the last couple of moves of this game. Less than a minute on the clock. Cooper finds Meakin. He lets it go to Priestley. Back across to Cooper. Nice touch by Cooper. Read by Smedley, who's kind of killed the ball. Past Meakin. What's Mallet going to do? Back to Smedley. Great example there how the pace of the ball can move things off away from other players. Smedley on the kick in. Cross to Ewins, great ball. Back to Smedley. Smedley, ooh, reverse spin there, trying to get it back across the goal. Clock's at 0. Ref's looking like he wants to put Forest out of their misery. Really unfortunate result this for Forest. It just widens that goal difference to City. And we'll find out what happens next. City playing Sale. And I think on court B it's looking like Hull are losing, but Hull still 4 points away from the relegation, from the playoff zone. So City have to win 2 games, or have to win 2 games. I'll just check the goal difference. But oh no, City and Hull are close on goal difference, so possibly a win and a draw for City could take them beyond Hull. So still a lot to play for, and equally, you know, Hull want to be keeping the goal difference down on their court. But on court A, second match of the last day of the Optegra Championship, Forest have gone down 7-0, which mathematically doesn't mean they're in the relegation spot, but seems very likely, given they've got a 10 worse goal difference than Forest, than City. And we're about to find out because City are playing next. So we'll finish there with this game. GBG Knights 7, Forest 0.